you guys heard about the Nintendo PlayStation prototype being found, right?
No, I need you to explain everything to me, like as if I was a child.
Uh, Swinging and missing that segue. Anyway, the Nintendo PlayStation prototype in the would you care to explain, Donovan?
No, I'll let you do it.
The back. Okay, you'll let me do it as I fumble over my words for it. Well, essentially, in the early '90s, Sega had come out with the Sega CD, and Nintendo was kind of flirting with it. And since Sony had already worked with Nintendo on the sound chip inside the Super Nintendo, they decided to get together and make a CD attachment to the Super Nintendo. And there was a prototype made. Of course, everyone knows they had a falling out for various reasons, and they found a prototype, and it was found here in the States, but the guy, I don't know if he sold it to someone or he sent it over to the Hong Kong Retro Gaming Expo for some reason. The guy didn't really care about video games. He just wanted to sell it and make money, I guess. Anyway, it was there, and then some people followed it. What?
Jonathan.
Oh my goodness. That's creepy.
I saw his video pop up.
I'm listening. Come on, I'm listening. I want to hear all about this.
He looks like he's like laying in bed. Like it's like when there's creepy like teen girls. They're like, "I miss you so much."
Oh Jesus. Anyway, long story short, the Nintendo PlayStation prototype worked, but sadly the CD-ROM component does not work on it. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm losing you guys, aren't I?
I'm listening. I think it's interesting. So you're saying that basically there was a prototype gaming system that was disc-based that was jointly developed by Sony and Nintendo.
It wasn't just disc-based. It was disc-based and also played Super Nintendo games. That's how they found out it worked.
Who found this and where did they find it?
Jesus did.
Yeah, I did. I did all the finding.
You found it?
Myself. I found it and I sold it.
Amazing.
I can't remember exactly where the guy was, but essentially I believe he found it was it in his attic or something, or No,
he found it in his attic. He's like, "Why did I put this up here?"
Yeah, it sounds to me like he duct taped a PlayStation to a Super Nintendo and said, "Oh, Sony collaborated with Nintendo."
Yeah, you'll like this. I'll duct tape you together and you'll enjoy it.
You're gonna be rich.
Kept her in her attic. Yeah.
So that was funny. So that was when during the Generation 4. What are the chances? What are the chances of something like that ever happening again? Like two competing companies collaborating on a game system like that.
It happened before Xbox and Sega. Or
really?
Microsoft and Sega. Remember? Sega Dreamcast runs on a OS or a Windows OS or a version of Windows, and so
but that's just like Nintendo using another company like Xbox using a Sony laser eye reader for disk drive. That's not
two actual systems
from another
buying.
I'm talking about you're talking about getting creative departments and getting the companies to work together to share in the development of a new console. Like that kind of thing would never happen again,
probably not. It was, and what had happened was when Nintendo realized that Sony owned all the license, they're like, we're gonna lose our pretty much, how Nintendo is protective over their shit. So they're like, we can't have Sony be making money off of Mario. So they decided to go and say, we're not going to do that with Sony. We're going to go make a CD add-on with Philips. And so a whole kerfuckle happened. Anyway, long story short, Sony's like, well, we're just going to make
a whole what?
Kerfuckle. It's my new word.
All Okay.
Kerfuckle.
Yeah, you didn't invent that word, Jesus.
I invented
Stop
many
claiming
things.
that were already invented, like you and the damn table in Passion of the Christ.
I
You
keep
didn't
saying-
Let me
that
tell you,
shit.
You guys keep
I
on
gotta
killing
tell
my
you, guys, I gotta tell you about this delicious breakfast I invented. It's a fried piece of bread coated in an egg mixture that I put powdered sugar on top of, and I'm not quite sure what to call it. So the stopgap name right now is just French toast, but I think it's gonna catch.
Because I really like the French. It's surprising that Jesus would invent like French toast and call it French.
You guys keep killing my gimmick.
No,
That's
actually,
another
when I
Jesus.
made
I'm
when I made the
2-bit
first
Jesus.
French toast, his face showed up on the bread.
Oh. That reminds me of a picture I saw once before where it was. Well, we'll explain it later. We're getting off topic. Anyway, PlayStation went their separate ways. What's funny is Sony said that they would bury Nintendo, and we saw how well that worked out for them.
Though I gotta say that they
So they actually went on to brag about how they were going to kick Nintendo's ass when they broke into the game market.
No.
I mean,
they did kick Nintendo's ass, but they said they would end them, and
Oh.
Nintendo's still kicking.